Imagine a local bakery in your neighborhood. They make the best pastries, and every morning there is a line of customers wrapping around the block. The owners realize they have a winning recipe, and they want to go bigger. They decide to expand from this one single location to a 50-store national franchise. To pay for 50 new storefronts and hundreds of staff members, they need millions of dollars. They decide to raise that money by selling shares of their company directly to the public. But here is the major hurdle. Preparing to sell shares involves massive legal and banking fees. If the owners spend all that money on a launch and nobody shows up to buy those shares, they are in trouble. A failed public offering could drain the company's remaining cash, potentially closing the original shop before the expansion even begins. To manage this risk, companies use a partner called a share underwriter. The underwriter provides a guarantee. They sign a contract with the bakery promising that if the public doesn't buy all the shares, the underwriter will purchase the leftovers themselves. Because the underwriter is taking on the risk of holding shares the public didn't want, they charge the bakery a commission fee for the service. This works for small amounts, but if a bakery needs $100 million, that is a heavy burden for one underwriter to carry alone. For these larger raises, the industry uses the syndicate method. A syndicate is a group of underwriters who join forces. As you can see here, the syndicate divides the responsibility, so several different backers share the risk of any unsold shares. With these contracts in place, the bakery's funding is secured. They can proceed with the expansion knowing the capital they need is guaranteed. Now, let's look at this from the other side. You are the investor who just bought shares or bonds to help this bakery grow. Once you hand over your money, you need a way to see if that investment is actually performing. This is where investment accounting comes in. It serves as a specialized scorecard that tracks every movement of your money. This accounting method uses columns to separate your initial money from the extra money the investment earns. The face value column tracks your core capital, what you originally paid compared to market worth today. The other tracks cash generated, like bond interest or a share of the bakery's profit. By keeping these numbers separate, you can see exactly how much of your profit comes from the rising value of the company versus the actual cash payments you've received. When these pieces are in place, the system functions as a loop. The bakery gets its 50 stores because the syndicate of underwriters protected the launch. Meanwhile, the investors can monitor that growth through a ledger that accounts for every dollar of interest and every shift in share price. These are the structural rules that move money from people with savings to businesses with big ideas. Understanding how companies secure their funding and how investors track their returns provides a clearer picture of how the financial world actually operates. So the next time you see a local business expanding, you'll know behind those new storefronts is a carefully organized system of guarantees and accounts.